Where the hell am I anyway? Oh, I'm over there. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. The Demagon boss fight that we just fought. That is the final. That boss triggers the final entry in the story part of Lil Cactus's diary. So if you want 100% of his diary to be filled out, you have to go back through the Mana Sanctuary after defeating Demagon and to talk to Lil Cactus at the potted plant back there. So, and that will unlock Demagon's entry in the journal. So, if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do that because I don't feel a need to do that because I've told you how to do it. So, but I don't feel like I need to do that because I'm not completing 100% of the journal anyway. So why would I feel the need to go ahead and do that? Especially on screen, because that would suck. I'd have to backtrack and then come back here and everything like that. It would just be too much work, and I don't feel like doing that much work, especially considering when I'm recording this, it's 3:30, and I have to be to work at 5, so I really don't feel like, you know, overdoing it here. Yes! Got an okay. Alright, so that's my talk about my first love. I'm going into a lot of topics here. I feel weird because I'm going into so many different topics while we're heading to the temple. I feel like I should be talking, you know, more about the story as opposed to talking about like the story of this game, as opposed to talking about just random shit that's going on in my life. Well, the next misinterpretation that I have to talk about actually has something to do with the story. Oh, and by the way, remember those 2 treasures we couldn't get before? Yeah, this is how we grab them. We go over here, and we go through that door in the temple. We end up on the other side of the sanctuary, so we can grab these treasure chests. And is that all of them? Let me see here. I thought there was a... Oh, wait. This one's easy to miss. Look at those 2 windows there. Look at the right window. There's a treasure box in the window. It's really easy to miss that one, so if you're going for 100% treasure rating, not that you'll know, because I don't think the game gives you a note about you getting 100% of treasure in the game. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought I missed another treasure chest there, but I didn't. So if you're going for 100% treasure rating, that one's really easy to miss. Would you get out of here, Mr. Face thing? Mean Mask? I hate you. I hate you and your kind. Go away. There we go. So, since I want to talk about the story a little more, having talked about all of that other stuff that I've talked about right now, I'm going to go into the loose ends that I told you guys I would talk about at some point here. So, loose ends about Sword of Mana. If you haven't been paying attention to the details of this game as much as maybe you should have at this point, then this stuff might come as a shock to you. But for those of you who are really good at paying attention to details, this may not be as much of a shock. Holy crap! That's a wormwood. It's a rare monster. It only appears in this room, and it's weak to light magic. It also doesn't take any damage from my sword, apparently. Let's just beat it up. Sure you can! There we go. Oh, it didn't drop anything. Those guys can drop honey elixirs, and I think they can also drop Padan stones if you need them. Not that you need them, because we've gotten enough of them already on the way here, but they drop some pretty decent stuff, so you might want to watch out for them if you're heading through this area and you end up getting here at night, like I did. So anyway, I feel like I should talk about the story a little bit more, so here's some talk about the story. So, I want to talk about something that I misinterpreted. Possibly on purpose, possibly on accident, but way back in the Act 3 finale. Now, that video was 40 minutes long, so if you manage to endure the whole video and watch all the way through it, you may have noticed, actually, you didn't even need to watch all the way through it, you could have watched like 10 minutes of it and noticed this, that the word Consul came up, and I was talking about, and Dark Lord was talking about how Grand's realm was given to Duke, essentially. And I was talking, oh, what are you talking about, Dark Lord, not Julius, Dark Lord. What are you talking about, Dark Lord? It wasn't given to him. He's not the ruler of this land. You are. And I realized that I'm taking the definition of Consul in that context all wrong. In reality, the word consul, as used in this game, is used kind of like how it was used in the Roman Republic. Now, if you know anything about the Roman Republic, also honey elixir, yay! That's why I didn't make any of them, because you're going to get enough of them here to last you the rest of the game anyway, so... I missed it. So anyway, the word consul in this game is taken as it was taken in the Roman Republic. Now, if you're a big history buff, you may know that in the Roman Republic, the consul was essentially like the Parliament is in England. The consuls were like the chief magistrates of the Roman Republic. So essentially they handled any and all affairs that the Republic dealt with. Oh my god, 2 rare monsters in one video. This must be a record or something. This guy in the bottom right hand corner here is called a moldy goo. As you can see, he has several swords sticking out of him, but that's probably because of the fact that he has maimed many an adventurer in his travels. However, he is still fairly weak. He is just about the same. He has the same sprite as the Cyclopes because he's pretty much a Cyclops. He's that ginormous, and I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh no, he takes damage from jab weapons. Oh look, he dropped something. Let's see what he's got. Ah, we won't get to see what he's got because I got a Kaiser Mimic. Damn it. Oops, I can't kill with that. What was I talking about? Oh, right, I remember what I was talking about now. Go away! Anyway, so the word consul in this game is taken as it should be taken in the Roman Republic, meaning that basically it means the president of the realm, or in this case empire, that the game is dealing with. Am I almost at the end here? I am almost at the end. Jesus Christ. So it's taken to mean essentially the president or the ruler of the empire. Now, if you've put 2 and 2 together at this point, you may realize, oh shit, is he really implying what I think he's implying? Well, I am indeed implying what you probably think I'm implying. I'm implying that the consul of the Vandal Empire was Vandal. Now, if you recall, Sibba said something when we talked to him about Gemma, way back in the, way back when we were talking to him about the stuff the second time after we got the Sword of Mana. When we talked to him about Gemma, you may recall that he said that the consul's son was the keeper of the Sword of Mana, named Gemma. Now, Gemma was indeed a hero. However, if my theory is correct, which there is no proof and there never will be any proof of it being correct or incorrect unless Square Enix calls me up and says, hey, that was a good idea, we're going to put it into canon or something like that, which they will never do. But point of the matter is, if my theory proves correct, Julius is Gemma. Yes, Julius is the titular Gemma, the one that is the hero from 20 years back, who kept the Sword of Mana and killed Vandal with it. I know that that is a huge implication, and you're probably all like wide eyes going, oh my god, are you serious? Explain your reasoning, sir! I cannot believe it! Well, okay, I'll explain my reasoning. Basically, the reason why I think this is because of the fact, I have this all written down. I don't want to look at the screen too much, but let's see here. Gemma was the keeper of the Sword of Mana, as we already know. And if my theory proves correct, he was the son of the Vandal Empire's consul. Since consul is taken in the definition that I gave, it's taken the same as it was taken in, oh my god, there's a bunch of monsters, in the Roman Republic, which means that he was the son of Vandal. He saw that what Vandal was doing with mana power was evil, and he realized that that he had to stop his father before it was too late. So he joined with the Gemma Knights in an attempt to stop Vandal from taking over the whole world and causing a whole lot of problems. And get out of here. Sure you can. Anyway, he essentially joined with the Gemma Knights to stop Vandal. And in the battle for mana, he slayed his own father with the rusty sword of mana. Yes, this is very heavy stuff, and I know it's very difficult to believe, but keep going with me, please. It makes me feel better. Having killed his father in the battle for mana, He took the Sword of Mana back to the subsea volcano, disappeared from the view of the public, and did not reappear again for 10 years. When he returned 10 years later, he was fighting with Dark Lord in an attempt to essentially prevent mana power from becoming a problem again, because he was still somewhat sane anyway, at least at that point, about his whole about the whole thing about mana power being evil, because that was his view when he was a Geminite, and so he took it upon himself to go with Dark Lord and attempt to essentially prevent another Vandal from rising up by deliberately killing off Mana Clan villagers in the vicinity of Gran's realm. Am I level 55 yet? Yes, I am. Okay. Level 55 is like the ending point for this game. That's pretty much where you can finish the game, no problem. So you'll want to be around level 55 when you reach this final mana statue in the game. So basically, the problem with Julius was that when even though he had the Gemma mindset, somewhat at least, when he was with Dark Lord originally, the lust for mana power that was inbred with his family became too much for him. And, well, after we killed Dark Lord, he was freed from his bind to Dark Lord. He essentially promised Granz that he would take care of Dark Lord, while Granz was not around anymore. This is my theory, anyway. So, his father's control over him caused his past as a hero to be completely eclipsed by his insanity, and he now wants to return the world to the Age of Darkness that his father caused. That is why I believe we are here to stop Julius. So now, before we move on to the final area of the game, I am going to make some final adjustments and preparations. I know that I haven't done this for any other boss fight in the game, but we're moving to the end, so I want to make some final preparations before I head on to the end of the game. So, I'm going to take care of those. I'm going to save here again, even though nothing has happened since last time I saved. I'm going to take care of those, and I will meet you guys in this room in a second for you. It might be around 5 minutes for me. But anyway, I'll be right back.